In this tutorial, we are going to install and configure Python on Ubuntu Linux. By the end, you will have everything set up and ready to start coding in Python on your Linux. Let's dive in. So first thing first, in order to install, we need to visit this website, which I have already over here, python.org. Then go to downloads, and here you have to click on this Python source. So here there is one thing, installing Python on Linux, it's completely different than the other operating system, the installation method. Okay. And if you are on something else, or maybe on your Windows or Mac, and if you don't see this option, then click on the releases, then come over here. You again have option. I mean, I'm already on Linux, that's why it is detected like this. But you have to come over here, and if you're looking for specific releases, so we are looking for 3.14.2, then come all the way down. You have the source release. Click on this. Okay, that does the same thing. And if you are already on Linux, so simply click on this. That works the same as well. But it's a 3.14.0 and it's a 3.14.2. Okay. Okay. So next step, we have to install it. Okay. Let's go to the terminal, which Python 3. Okay. So we already have Python at this location. So let's check the version. And on my system, Python 3.12.3 is already installed. There are several processes, there are several things on the Linux system. Okay, the Python is being used by. So first of all, I highly recommend, you don't need to, especially you are starting with the Python. Okay, and you don't need to upgrade the Python, but still, if you're like me and you say, no, I want to use a latest version, or you want to explore a latest version, that's what we are going to do now. Let's go to downloads. Here we go. And here we have downloaded. So there are two versions. We are going to install this one. Okay. If procedure is the same, there is no difference at all. English RF. So let me remove one, version 0. All right. Clear the screen. What I have done. Okay. 3.14.0. I didn't provide the complete path of complete name of the file. And now we have only one. So first of all, before we go ahead and do anything here, these are the steps. Okay, so first we have to, okay, these are the steps. Okay, I already provided, or I will put in the description of this tutorial. Okay, you can follow along if you want to. So here we have to copy. Okay, and these are the dependencies we need to install first, and then we will come back. Okay, so I have to provide the password of the system, and here we go. So this dependencies in my case is already installed, so I don't have to. But if you are installing first time, you have to use it. Otherwise, you will get lots of errors. Okay. And let me minimize this because we don't need that anymore for time being. So dependencies are installed, and if you don't want to go on the browser, you can also use this wget. Okay. So this is the command. I'm just gonna copy paste over here. So we are extracting it. Okay, we have extracted. And after that, okay, we have to configure the build. So what I'm going to do here, what this command is. Okay, let me first put it over here, then I explain you. So in this directory, okay, let's see the content. Okay, so we have all the source code in this directory, Python 3.14.2. So first we have to configure, then we will build. Okay, and after that we install. So in this step, we are doing the same thing. Let's go ahead and do that. And if you see meanwhile, okay, so configure the build. We are enabling. So when you do this, so some of the features will be enabled, and this is the prefix. It means /home. It's a variable home directory. Okay, the current users, and we will see one Python 3 folder in our current users home directory. Okay, so it has build has been configured successfully. Okay, if you see any error, just copy paste it on your favorite AI or search on the internet. Most likely you will encounter the error which is regarding the dependencies. Okay, but in our case, all the dependencies I have provided, but in case by the time of recording this many dependencies are sufficient. In case, let me clear the screen first, and in next step what we have to do, so we have configured the build. Now we have to compile. You could simply copy and paste this. Okay, and you could execute this. Here is J is more or less the process course of your system. Okay, if I go on the resources, you could see I have 5 cores. So, but instead of that, I'm gonna use, let's say 128. though I don't have this many cores, but still I'm going to use it. So it is basically building. Okay, and if you see over here, the CPU load has been picked very highly. It's more than 100% almost everywhere, or soon it will be. Okay, so this is our next step where we are configuring build, and this time, I mean, after configuration, we are compiling, and after that, we install it safely. Okay, so we need to wait until it finished, and then I'll come back. All right, so this task has been done, and after that, we have to install. Okay, and in order to install, here, the screen first, here there is an option make alt install. Okay, why so? And so far, if you are from, and if you know the C, or if you install any of the software before from the source on Linux, you know it's very similar to, yes, exactly, we are installing a C. I mean, we are compiling and installing a big C code, okay, for the Python. That's it. So we use alt, okay, in order to not mess up with the current configuration of the Python 3, because there are several things, okay, on the Linux which use the existing Python 3. So set side, use make alt. So successfully installed pip, okay, and Python as well. How we could check that? So go over here, and if we see over here, Python, okay, cannot access, no such, yes, of course, because there is no such, what we had created Python 3, okay, and when we when we executed these steps, okay, so we have installed, I mean, during the configuration or during the preparation, we mentioned we want to, where we want the Python to be installed. Okay, so that's why on my home directory, if I simply do ls, so here we go, we found Python 3. If I go Python 3 inside the folder and inside the bin, okay, here I have the Python 3.14. Okay, so for example, if I want to check the Python version, Python 3 dash version, it says Python 3.12, which is and fair, because which is coming from this background, this location, user being Python 3, but we are, we want to use this Python. So how we could do that? Python 3.14 and dash version. So here we go. Okay, so version is this one, and depending on your use case, in case if you're using in your production 3.12, to use this command. If you want to use or testing this, or you want to use Python 3.14.2, use this version. Okay, but there is one thing. So for example, if I run this command, which and Python 3.14, okay, so it is showing something like this. Okay, so why this so? So if I go on this dot bash rc file, okay, so in my this bash rc file, okay, which is where what I have done, I have updated the path, okay, path home Python 3 and the bin, and yeah, this is the way to update the path. And that's why if I come over here and if I execute this command, which Python 3.14, and I'm able to get the path. Okay, and similarly, if I want to execute this command, I can execute this. Similarly, I can execute this as well. This is the one of the way we already talk about how we can access the different shells, right? So here we go, and you could see we are using 3.14, but in case, okay, if I don't use, so here we go, it says Python 3, and you could see the difference, Python 3.12 and Python 14.2. This is a difference over here. Okay, and of course we have to do something like this, but main difference is over here. So I have explained you how you can use, okay, and install the Python on your system, but this installation is only for this user. If you don't want to do this, so simple in this process, don't use prefixes, okay, and additionally you need to use sudo alt install. Then this Python 3.14 or whatever version you are using, this will go on this location, so which will be for all the users. I explain you how you could do this, and in previous session we already saw how we can access the different ways, right, to execute a Python. So that's it for this tutorial on installing Python, and now head over to exercises practice questions, labs, links in the description to practice what you have learned. If you found this helpful and easy to follow, consider supporting our channel. The fastest way is to hit that like button. And if I really touched your soul, subscribe for more beginner-friendly Python lessons. Got questions or feedback? Drop them in the comments. I read everyone and love hearing from you. Next, we will cover how to install VS Code on Linux. So stay tuned, keep practicing, stay curious. See you in the next one. Until then, happy coding and bye-bye.